Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name's Erin if you're new here. It's been a while since I've posted and I really don't have any excuses other than I really just feel like my life isn't that interesting ever since competing is over, but I also do want to show what I'm doing now that the competition is over and just my normal life. So if there's any video ideas that you guys really want to see or anything in particular that you want me to post, I would love ideas down in the comments of what you guys want to see. So today I wanted to sit and chat about New Year's resolutions. More specifically, if you already go to the gym or have your consistent exercise routine, some New Year's resolutions that you can implement into your life other than the gym. I think sometimes it's easy to get caught up in the gym and think that it's the only thing that's important and just working out is the only thing that matters. In this list, I've included some things that I think would be good resolutions to implement if you already work out that will help other aspects of your life and probably the gym and your workouts as well. The first one is drinking more water. This is a big one that I need to work on in the new year. I try to drink a gallon of water every day. It doesn't always happen, but if you're not aiming for a gallon, a good place to start is half a gallon or your body weight in fluid ounces, and then slowly work your way up. Just like any other habit, if you just try to jump into it straight away and not slowly get yourself into it, it might not be a reasonable thing to achieve. So with this, I would suggest just slowly adding in more water until you feel comfortable drinking the amount of water that you are trying to drink every day. Staying hydrated is super important, so make sure that you are drinking your water. Next is eating more protein. I know that it is super hard to reach a protein goal sometimes. It's recommended that you eat 0.8 to 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight. So that's a lot more than people get on a day-to-day basis unless you're really tracking it and staying on top of it. Protein is super important for muscle recovery and growth. So in the new year, if you're not hitting your protein goal, try to make that one of your new goals. Some good ways to get your protein goal in if you're struggling that I recommend are Fairlife, Premier Protein, protein bars, chicken, fish. If you don't do meat, there's tofu, protein powder, eggs. It's best to source your protein from whole foods and not rely too much on powders and stuff like that, but it's not the end of the world if you need to have a scoop of protein powder to reach your protein goal for the day. That will be one that I'm working on in the new year as well. The third one on my list is taking your vitamins, and I was really good about taking my vitamins during prep. I took them every day and I did notice significant changes in my body. And while you may not notice a difference that day that you take your vitamins, you will notice over time some of the benefits. For example, when I started taking my vitamins every single day during prep, the main thing that I noticed was my hair grew so fast, so much thicker, and it started looking a lot healthier too. I also noticed that my joint pain was starting to go away. The vitamins that I take, let me see if I can list them off of my head, are fish oil, vitamin D3, glucosamine, vitamin C, magnesium, zinc, collagen, and iron. I know that sounds like a lot, but if you get in the habit of doing it every day, it just is part of your daily routine. Do some research on what supplements you think would benefit your life. For example, I was struggling with brittle hair and joint pain, so I started taking vitamins that I thought would help with that specifically, and they're doing great for me. So do your research on what vitamins you think would help you and start taking your vitamins every day at the same time every day so you don't forget. If you have a hard time stomaching vitamins, one thing I do is I'll take them with Premier Protein Shake, and when I know I'm drinking my Premier, I'm also taking my vitamins, and it also helps so that the taste of the vitamins doesn't make me nauseous or anything like that. The next thing I have on this list is start tracking your gym progress and start taking gym pictures and progress pictures, or start some sort of fitness account or some sort of fitness diary so that you can look back on your progress. One of the main things I regret not doing when I first started working out was taking progress pictures or deleting my start pictures because I just hated the way that I looked so much. That's one of my biggest regrets. So take progress pictures, whether it's at the gym, in your mirror, at home, something to have a good picture to look back on in a year from now. Another good resolution is to start your fitness page. I know this is a hard one for a lot of people because they feel like their friends are gonna judge them, or they have family, or whoever is gonna judge what you're doing. Nowadays it's a lot more accepting to have TikTok accounts and Instagram accounts of fitness, but even if it's a private account, it's so nice to have later to look back at your posts and be like, wow, I've really come so far. And then if you make that account public, you will be so amazed at all of the support you will get, new friends you could meet, and the people who don't support you, now you just know that they're not your real friends. They don't really care about you, and you can put your effort into the people that do. Another way that I track my progress that really helped me make progress in the gym was tracking my weights. I have an app that does it for me. Gymshark has a really good app where you can track your reps and weights, whether you write it down, whether it's a note or a spreadsheet in your phone. Make sure you're writing down what weight you're doing on which exercises. Try to stick with a consistent routine of exercises, and then tracking your progress and improving within those exercises will really help you to see how much progress you've made and how much strength you've gained. It's also cool to look back on, oh, in January I was only doing 10 pounds with my bicep curls and now I can do 20. So that's a really cool thing to keep track of as well. And it will also keep you on track, making sure that you're adding weight every time. Number 5, getting into a consistent morning routine and night routine. So just doing something in the morning to kickstart your day in the right direction, whether it's getting up and going on a walk, or having a glass of water right away, doing a skincare routine, just something to start your day that's not the alarm goes off, I get on my phone for a little bit, and then I only have 30 minutes to get ready for work. Something you're consistently doing to make sure you feel organized and ready for the day. And similarly at night, doing everything you need to wind down, get a good night's rest of sleep, taking some time to reflect, and just making sure you're ready for the following day. I feel like I'm good about my morning routine. My night routine sometimes I struggle with because it's so easy to just get in bed, scroll on your phone, set an alarm to go to bed. My night routine is going to be one that I am really working on this year. 6th one is keeping a clean living space. So for me, this is something that the way I stay on track of it is every single Sunday I do a deep clean of the apartment. I have a list of things that I clean and get done, and that's kind of my weekly reset. I made a video about that a few weeks ago. It's really easy to make a goal of, oh, I'm going to be better about keeping my space clean this year, but not really having a set time where, okay, I'm cleaning my room now. So having that set schedule of I'm doing this every single week, that way it doesn't get super bad and overwhelming. Actually make tangible steps to achieve your goals instead of just saying you're going to do something and having no idea how you're going to get there. This is kind of sidetracked, but I feel like one of the main reasons why people fall off of their resolutions is kind of for 2 reasons. A, they're not attainable at all. So say they've never been to the gym before, their goal is to start going to the gym 6 times a week. That's not really reasonable. So with all of these goals, kind of try and add them into your life slowly and make them a little bit smaller, and then you can readjust your goals later and it'll be a lot more achievable. So just not overwhelming yourself. And then the second reason I feel like a lot of people fall off is because they don't have actual steps that they can take to achieve their goals. Having a time when you're going to clean every week, having a list of things you're going to do at night just to wind down, stuff like that. That way you can actually start implementing your goals into your life. 7 is reducing screen time. This is a really easy thing to do to benefit your life and your mental health. It's so easy to get sucked into negativity online, or even if it's positive content you're seeing, it just kind of gets you stuck into this lazy, groggy feeling when you're just scrolling and scrolling and scrolling. There's ways to adjust your screen time and settings. Maybe instead of getting on your phone first thing in the morning or first thing at night, read 5 or 10 pages of a book. Do all of your morning routine and do all of your night routine instead of just sitting there and scrolling, and it'll help you get the morning started, unwind, and just be more productive. Another thing that I like to do is when you have a set task that you're doing, maybe just put your phone in the other room until that task is finished. Or for me, one of the things that really made my workouts better too is having my phone and only using it for music and recording the weights on my workouts, and then I put it in do not disturb. That way that's my time for me, and I don't have to worry about Instagram, who's texting me about what, and any of that. So everybody who's close to me knows that if you text me during my workout, sorry, you probably won't get a reply, just because that's my time. And then after a couple hours, I'll get back to you. That's a really good way to kind of get away from your phone and kind of have that time for you. Number 8, this is a really good one for people who lift weights a lot, is to work on mobility. So take 5-10 minutes after your workout, sit down and stretch. If you have a lot of pain in your body, back pain, knee pain, anything like that, stretching has helped me with those things so much. You'll also notice your lifts will improve when you start focusing on mobility. So even if you only do this twice a week, just make it a point to stretch for a few minutes after your workout. Make sure that you're doing it after. You're not stretching while you're not warm. Working on mobility is going to really accelerate your lifts and help with some of the aches and the pains. And it's also a good way to unwind after your workout rather than just, oh, I gotta go to this thing next. Save that 5 minutes and do your stretching before you run off to the next thing. 9 is do something for your mental health. It's really easy to get caught up in work out, school, whatever you have. So if you can just do something for 5 minutes, whether it's read a book, meditate, do some yoga, whatever it is that puts your mind at ease. During prep, I was taking my time in the sauna to reflect and meditate. Now, since I'm not sitting in the sauna for as long, I just take 5 minutes before my workout and I set the intention and get in the zone for my workout. Think about what I'm trying to achieve when I'm working out, focus, shut off everything else that's in my life. That way I can have a good workout. And just getting into that right mindset helps my workouts as well. Doing something for your mental health is a very broad resolution. So narrow that down to what would be good for you specifically, because meditation doesn't always work for everybody, or yoga doesn't always work for everybody, but there's something that you can do that will benefit your mental health that's not screen time. Number 10, saving money. Again, I feel like this is one that's on everybody's list and it's very broad, so it doesn't get achieved very often. Try to set a budget. I'm gonna put this much in my savings account every month and make it something reasonable. And instead of saying, oh, I'm never gonna spend money on this and I'm not gonna shop anymore, instead of cutting stuff out completely, try and just dial it back, or I'm putting this much in my savings account. Write a budget for yourself and kind of start those healthy habits rather than just having the general goal of saving money. Or maybe write down some habits of, I'm only gonna go out to eat once a week instead of going out to Chipotle every single day after my workout. And cutting back on some of those unnecessary spending habits can be a better goal than just saying, I'm gonna stop spending so much money and I'm gonna start saving more. Try and take those actual tangible steps to help your budget and save some more money this year. You can also set goals. I wanna have X amount in my savings account by March. And that makes it a little bit more reasonable, because now I have an amount, I have a number in my head of, okay, I need to do this much every month so that I can have that much in my savings account by this time. And then also thinking, okay, is that a reasonable amount, and am I still gonna have money for all of my expenses if I'm putting that much in my savings? So making sure it's a reasonable number as well. Number 11 is finding a hobby that's not the gym. Personally, I don't believe that it's healthy to have this mindset that the gym is your entire life. I think that having other hobbies as well is really important. It's easy to get obsessed, and then once that thing doesn't bring you happiness again, you feel really empty. So finding something like reading, going on walks, going to a dance class, playing a sport, going to basketball with a friend every once in a while, you know, just something little. That way the gym isn't your whole world and you have other sources of happiness as well. I see a lot of people make jokes about, oh, the gym is the only place I feel happy, or this is my only hobby. And we've all been there, you know, we've all hyper fixated on the gym and had that obsession, but at a certain point, it's good to have other things in your life that are bringing you happiness as well. So just kind of try and find a hobby that you've been interested in doing for a while and find a way that you're going to make it happen. It doesn't have to be something you do every day. Maybe you're just implementing it into your life once a week, twice a week, and it can really make a difference in your life. The last one is gym-based, and if you are feeling like you've plateaued in the gym or you're getting bored with your workout routines, you don't have the same motivation as you used to, try and find little goals inside the gym that you can work towards. For example, if in January you can only do 5 pull-ups, maybe by March I want to be able to do 7. So just really working on your pull-ups for X amount of time, and then once you reach that goal, okay, now I'm really going to work on my deadlifts. I really want to add 50 pounds to my deadlift. Stuff like that can be really helpful if you feel like you've kind of plateaued and your workouts aren't going as well as before. Try and find those little things that you can improve on rather than just doing the same thing every time in the gym. Yeah, that's all I have on my list. If you have any more resolutions you want to share in the comments, I'd love to be a part of that conversation. If I forgot any, go ahead and add them below. I hope that this was helpful. One of my resolutions will be to post every week, get back on the posting schedule. So let me know what you guys want to see. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Follow me on all my other social medias, link below, and I will see you guys next week.